wish I could share all of these amazing scents for this DIY dry shampoo. Now, I could literally eat all of these powders and even put a few drops of orange essential oil in my mouth. Now, that would be one crazy challenge and I would probably just end up spitting powder everywhere. But my point is that you could technically eat all of these ingredients and be 100% okay. I can't say the same about any dry shampoo that I have seen on the market. Unfortunately, a lot of dry shampoos that you can buy in your local store, especially the aerosol kind, have a lot of chemicals and ingredients that you do not want in your hair or anywhere on your skin. This DIY is great to use in between washes. Depending on the color of your hair though, is going to depend on which herbs you use in this DIY. Since I have brown hair with a little bit of red tones actually in the sun, I'm going to be using some cinnamon in my DIY shampoo today. Even though you might be a brunette, you might have more red tones or maybe some blonde tones or ashy tones in your hair. So you are going to have to play with the ingredients still and figure out what works best for your hair color. One thing that you're going to need is an empty jar. I am repurposing one of our Revive clay mask jars right here. It's empty. If this is your first time making this DIY, I do suggest that you blend all of the herbs and powders into a bowl. That way you can adjust it easier before putting it in your jar. Now, I'm going to start off for my hair color with arrowroot powder. There's 1 tablespoon of arrowroot powder in here, and as you can see, there's a dash of cinnamon. This amount is going to last me months, easily 6 months, because a little goes a long way. So unlike commercial products where sometimes you have to spray a lot, this you just need to dab a little bit into your palm and then brush it throughout your hair. Next is a cacao powder. Now, usually the cacao powder I use is darker than this. This is definitely more of a red tone cacao powder. So if you get like a roasted alkanized cacao powder or something along that line, it's probably going to be a little darker, but this will work just fine because again, I don't use a lot of it when I apply it into my hair, and I do have some red tones, even though you probably can't tell in this light. And then you just want to shake the funnel until all of it goes into the jar. All right, the lid is going on and I'm going to go ahead and give it a good shake. This is what the color looks like. When I get some darker cacao powder, I might actually put some in here just to make it a little darker for my hair type. But what's cool about our clay mask jars is that they have a lid that you can flip open like that. And just an empty spice jar would work just fine for this DIY too. And you can see that it is smooth, and you just take about that much. So I took that amount that was on my hand and I just put it all throughout my hair. It feels really great. Another thing you can do is add an essential oil to this. Start with just a few drops and shake it really good. And then that way you can change up the scent if maybe this is a little bit too cacao smelling for you. Another variation that you'll find down below is for blonde hair. Now, blonde hair is going to have what's in this jar right here, which is just arrowroot powder, some ground ginger, and a little bit of cinnamon. Again, you can adjust it for your hair type. If you have black hair, coconut charcoal is going to be your friend. You're going to add it to a small amount, I'd say half and half of the brunette recipe. So I did that in this bowl right here. And that cacao powder is going to help hide that whiteness of the arrowroot powder. So that way you still have a good amount of black in here and not gray. And you could even add more coconut charcoal to it until you get the black that you need for your hair. And it's that easy. Now you have a dry shampoo to use in between your washes.